Hello, hello. It is Friday. Thank goodness. So I am actually, I'll show you guys the new babies. But I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about the clutch from 3 weeks ago. And I named this video Body Language because I just got home and I was going through and looking at the baby snakes from 3 weeks ago, checking out their tubs and everything, poop scooping, redoing their paper towels and all that good stuff. And just about every single one of them wanted to bite me. So I wanted to kind of show you guys what it looks like when a snake is about to strike at you. So that way you're a little bit more aware, I guess you could say, of the body language of a snake. Yes, Kirsten, it's the creepies, the danger noodles, which I think I'm going to have to label a video one night called Danger Noodles. Like, seriously. So, but before I do the little bitey munchkins, I'm going to flip this around and we're going to take a look at the babies. They're all just chilling. So they're still nice and healthy and all that good stuff. We're still waiting on them to go into shed. And I'm going to flip around. So for those of you that don't know, this unit right here is called a rack system. And rack systems are freaking phenomenal when you have multiple snakes. You can actually house leopard geckos in these as well. I personally wouldn't do that. I prefer to have my leopard geckos in tanks, but you could if you wanted to. So let's take a look. Here's one of the blue-eye Lucies. This one's actually been really sweet. She hasn't tried to bite my hand or anything like that. And again, this is the clutch that we produced or that hatched 3 weeks ago. Here's the other one. Sometimes they like to go under the newspaper or paper towels or whatever you have in there. Okay, on to the bites. Oh, he kind of balled up. Okay. But I guarantee you, why does this camera go out of focus? Why? Bam, there it is. Okay, so this little guy, 3 weeks old. I'm going to try to hold the camera still so you guys can see it. Ugh. So, as of right now, I'm not sure if you can tell how he's breathing. You can kind of see it right here. Like he's kind of pulsing like this. When they start breathing hard, that's when they are getting ready to, as we call it, rail you. Rail you basically means bite. He's not doing the body language like I really want him to, other than the breathing, because usually they will kind of coil back a little bit and they'll start moving the upper half of their body side to side. So let me try to grab another one, because I really thought that this would be kind of educational, because everyone thinks that snakes are just like these animals that are just out to kill you and all they want to do is bite your face off and things like that. And that's so not true. However, I will say with these babies, they are still in that fight or flight mode. They don't know what's really going on. There's the other blue-eyed Lucy. They don't know what's going on. They don't understand that you're not a threat to them. So anything that startles them or comes near them, they... Oh yeah, he's going to be a good one. They just attack because they don't know any better. They're not used to being handled. All right, I'm not sure if you can see his belly, but it's going. You might actually hear one of them hiss. But if you can see his belly, and he is breathing hard. Okay. He's starting to come up a little bit. That's one thing that they will do. So, oh, come on. You were the one that wanted to freaking bite me a second ago. So when they are this young, we use snake hooks for the most part, especially when they are still very skittish. All you do, it's all right, buddy. Really? Oh, I moved, so he jerked back. And that's just a good way to pick them up if you're worried about them biting you or railing you or whatever. This guy's actually really flippin' active. Okay, so I'm going to back him up because I have a feeling he's about to come on out. Like I've said, when they are young, they are in that fight or flight mode. Not all snakes are in that mode, especially once they become adults. Most of the time, if a snake is like going to bite you, you either A, smell like prey, which means you have either been handling some kind of rodent, or B, you have spooked them because you have either woken them up unexpectedly, or you have just scared them by moving too fast or something like that. So, like, with my hand, they don't like sudden movements. And see how he's kind of backing up? He's getting kind of skittish. He doesn't know what I'm doing. And things like that. But I'm going slow. But he's still on the offensive. Let's see. And that's another cool thing with the hooks. Like if you're worried that one's about to bite you, you can always kind of hold their head down while you pick up the tail end of them. All right. So let's get another one. Because it's like now they don't want to do what I wanted to show you. Let's see. Are you going to try it? I really want them to get to where they kind of coil back and start shaking a little bit, because I want to show you guys what it looks like, because I want you guys to, like I said, kind of be aware of what it looks like when they're about to strike. So that way, you know to get the hell out of the way if need be. This guy, he's starting to tense up. He's starting to get that S pattern right in here. All right. When they start getting this S pattern and you can tell that they're slowly backing up or they're breathing really hard, that means that they are getting ready to strike. Another thing that you can tell too is if you have them out, their stomachs. I don't know if you guys can see this, but their bellies get really flat, like super duper flat. They're supposed to be round and plump and all that good stuff, but when they are mad or they are ready to strike, they get flat. And see, oh, sorry. Oh, come on, turn around. He's still a little mad. But like I said, they're still in that flight or tongue twister. Fight or flight mode. So, I don't want to taunt him just to make him strike so y'all can see it, because that's just not cool. Hey, Ash. But he might. Kirsten, I'm not trying to piss him off. I don't want a mean snake. Damn. But, of course, you know, when I want to do a video and show you guys what I really want to show you, they're not going to do squat. So, I was kind of hoping that I could get one to hiss and all that kind of stuff, but it's just not happening. So, maybe I will try to do this video again tomorrow. Because another cool thing with them is if you can get like a frontal view of their face, you can tell that their mouths will kind of start opening up a little bit and closing. And that is another sign that they are ready to bite. This camera just is not working like I want it to. So, like I said, I will try again tomorrow and see if I can get one to kind of give you guys a little bit more of like the body language that I really am trying to get y'all to see. And go from there. Because I really want to show you guys that. Not that I want y'all to be freaked out or anything that, you know, snakes are just going to come out and eat your face. Because that's not what happens. I promise. I promise. That's not what happens. So yeah, we'll try this again tomorrow, but it was kind of nice to be able to get on here. Now I will say that though I have been doing videos every day this week since the other babies hatched, I'm probably not going to do a lot of them like every day from here on out. I will probably cut it down to like maybe 2-3 days a week. But I'm still going to be throwing in the educational stuff. And I am still going to be doing the YouTube channel. We finally came up with a name. So I'm going to take this weekend to really get that up and running and going and all that good stuff. So I hope. Show me the dragons. Okay, I will show you the dragons. Let me put this one back. So dragons. I have a crap load of dragons, okay? I love bearded dragons. Absolutely love them. They are literally like the dogs and cats of the reptile world. What has made a lot of people fall in love with dragons is the fact that, especially at night, you can put them on your chest and they will like get up next to your neck and they'll do this little wiggle and they will pass out. Like, pass out. They will stay that way until they wake up the next morning. You can move them, you can manipulate their legs to look all sorts of funky ways, which yes, we have done, and things like that. So dragons, again, just like the snakes, are really good pets, especially for smaller children, because they're a little bit bigger than like a leopard gecko or a crested gecko, and they just have a little bit more, or they're not as fragile as a crested or a leopard gecko. Now, I will go ahead and say, I mean, they pretty much look clean, but I have not made my rounds to poop scoop yet, so fair warning. I will definitely be doing that after I get off here. So let me flip it around. All right. So this is King Kong. He is actually the son of another dragon that I have over here. And all that black stuff in his substrate is this back wall because he loves to climb that thing. And he will actually get up on top of the lid here and hang because he's just freaking crazy. So, bearded dragon number 1, King Kong. And then this, we call her Nugget. She is really, she's full grown, but she's a lot smaller than your normal bearded dragon. And there he goes head bobbing. I'll explain that in another video. But there are different types of dragons. There's like your regular dragons. You have ones that are called Rankin dragons. You have German giants, which pretty much the German giants have kind of been bred out. So there's not really a true German giant anymore. Unfortunately, but those suckers got huge. So we have both thought that Nugget is a Rankin's dragon just because of how tiny she is. This is our other little dragon baby that we are trying to find a home for. Please excuse the poo. Like I said, I just got home, so I haven't had time to poo scoop. And this little girl over here, her name is Phoenix, and she is absolutely terrified of snakes. When I try to clean the tubs for the snakes, if I put the snake on the floor and she sees it, she starts running back and forth in her tank because she is absolutely freaking terrified. So we try not to scare her as much as we can. But she's real pretty. She's red and orange and just a real pretty girl. Some of my other snakes. And then over here, this is King Kong's dad. This is Levi. And he's a big fella. We actually thought that he might have some of the German giant gene in him because of how big he is. But he's a sweetheart. He's an absolute sweetheart. And then over here, we have Betty. Betty is a mama, and I have her son in our bedroom, which I will show you in just a second. We actually had her, the son, and the father. We got them as rescues, but unfortunately the father, he ended up passing about 2 weeks after we got them. He was extremely emaciated. He was just not healthy. We were trying to syringe feed him to get, you know, some fat back on him to get his energy up, and he just, unfortunately, he didn't make it. So this, sorry about that, y'all. This is Bam Bam. This is Betty's son. And in another video, I will go over what the difference is between a normal and a leatherback and a silky dragon, because there are 3 different types of texture. He is considered a leatherback. He does not have as many like spikes and scales on him, so that's why he is considered a leatherback. And over here, she is kind of passed out right now, but that's okay. This is Cleo. Let me move her hammock. Yes, I make hammocks for my dragons, don't judge. Now that look that she has with her eye looking back, we call that the stink eye. But she is a normal. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but she has a lot more spikes on her. She's a lot more rough. So normal, and Bam Bam over there was a leatherback. Nice and smooth. So that's pretty much the dragons that I have. They are absolutely freaking spoiled. They go on car rides, they go on trips, they, like I said, they are like the dogs and cats of the reptile world. So with that being said, and me finishing up showing you guys the snakes, I'm going to go ahead and hop on off. If you guys have any questions about anything, go ahead and comment, and I will go back through here and look at the comments and answer them after the video is done, all right? So you guys have a wonderful evening. Have a awesome rockin' weekend. Next week is 4th of July. I'm hoping that everyone has some really good plans, and stay safe, all right? Have a good one, guys. Bye.